Hello everybody, welcome to the Gentleman Cave, where we create men's to create gentlemen. Today's video, we got a good one. What is that?
Because this is something that everyone needs to understand.
That's right. It's something that we have come across a lot of issues that people face with this, and it's something that is funny, and it's the alcohol tolerance, or to put it in a very simple, it's just alcohol. How do we can handle it? So, we're gonna dive in a few topics. So, Frank, let's just dive right into it. So, tell me the first thing that people need to know about alcohol.
So the first thing I will say, get the number, the magic number that everyone has with the alcohol. For example, it can be 3 shots of tequila, and you know it's time to close. Because what happens when you get the fourth, when you get the fifth, and then so on. So once you start knowing your magic number that you have
Yeah.
in yourself, you can truly enjoy alcohol. Because I'm not the type of person that will tell you alcohol is bad.
No.
I would tell you it's alcohol is another drink that you just need to be careful. It's the same with sodas, it's the same with coffee. You just need to be careful. You need to understand.
I mean, like you just said it right there, but I think it's important. If you're a gentleman, you need to learn how to handle your alcohol, right?
Yeah, how to handle it. So there is really no debate on this. You need to know how much you can drink. You know when you should drink, and you know how to stop. Those things are key. If you don't have a handle of any of them, then the whole thing is lost. Because
Also, just sorry that I could get, but one thing that I think is important with what you just mentioned there is the fact that a lot of people drink more than they think they can just because of the influence of people around
exactly,
them.
like, man, don't try to be the hero of the party. Don't
Yeah.
try to show off. Don't try to. You're better than that. You don't need to show off to anyone. You don't need to say anything. If you have a high tolerance like ours, sure, that's nice. Believe me, it's not cheap.
It takes a while to get used to, but it's just a matter of getting used to. But there's three things that I think you can do to make sure that when you go to drink alcohol, it sets you in a better tone.
Yes.
So, what are the first things that you need to do? Let's say the pre before you go to bed. You could start
Okay,
drinking.
so for me, at least one of the pro tips, for sure, have something in your belly, food-wise.
That's right.
You really don't want to drink empty stomach. You will
No.
feel more nauseous. You will 99% chance you're gonna throw up,
Yeah.
and most importantly, the alcohol you're just gonna straight up.
You
So
always
have
want to make
nothing
sure
there.
you drink. Sorry, you eat
Before
before you go drink.
Yeah.
So that's crucial,
Yep.
right? So the next one that I would say with that, Craig, is just make sure you drink a lot of water. Like, you need to have water.
Because okay, alcohol dehydrates you. So what you wanna do is hydrate yourself. Two things at a party, you know, you always gonna find water. You always gonna find water somewhere. There has to be, you know. But the other thing that you can have do is probably if you have it in the car, have a Powerade or a Gatorade.
But,
You
yeah,
know?
that's a good idea.
Try to just like, hey, midway in, just go to your car. That hydration, the health, the sugar, everything just kind of like smooth things out.
Yeah,
and then take care
make
of
a
it.
difference. And like, I love that because that's true. Like a lot of people don't pay attention to these things when you go to drink alcohol, and like when they get there, it's just a mess. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
And
Like
like-
it's impossible for them to function on an empty stomach because the alcohol is just going to straight up hit you, and there's really nothing you can do.
Yeah, and like I think you all have seen it. You all have seen it that when people are there drinking alcohol, there's just too many things that they do wrong. There's just too many things that you see.
Day
them-
drinking, you say?
Yeah, when they're drinking,
Yep.
when you're drinking alcohol,
Yeah.
right?
And then, but the day drinking also that's another problem. So I will say that probably most of the parties that I've gone, people can handle it. Now when the party is on the sunlight,
Yeah,
like it's in the sun,
yeah.
oh, that's when it gets real scary. Because people will say, oh, it's only one mimosa, oh, it's only one drink, oh, it's only one beer. Oh,
They get the illusion
you
that
get the illusion that that's it doesn't have alcohol, that it's super sweet, that it's super nice, it's super smooth, it's super anything, and then man, I think can rack up real quick.
yes.
And then after a while, lights out for you. And
Also, the people don't notice that they think that it's just because it's date, their alcohol
Yeah, the alcohol
is gonna
tolerance
pass
just
by
changes
or
because
changes.
it's not like
It doesn't go like that. Like alcohol, no matter what you say, it's gonna affect you. Alcohol, the consumption, the chemicals, everything when you drink it, it's gonna affect you. So when you're there, you need to learn how to do that. And like we all have seen it. You need to like um,
Yeah, you need to cut corners. You need to
Yeah.
know when there's like, okay, stop, that's it, that's enough. Which comes to the second point, is know how to behave when drinking alcohol. You have to have a certain etiquette. You have to have a certain idea of what is going on. You're not drinking water, you know. You're drinking an adult drink, you know.
Yeah.
You're drinking something that alters your body. That is not a bad thing if you do it in moderation, if you know how to handle it. Okay, so what are the, like, for example, on top of my mind, what is, don't drink too fast.
Yes.
Enjoy the taste, enjoy what you're drinking. If not, you should not be drinking just for a drink. You should always enjoy what you drink.
Yeah.
And then relax, enjoy it, take a breath. Don't try to rush yourself.
Yeah, you want to think it as like, I'm sure everybody happens, that if you drink a bottle of water, quick, like you just drink it, you're going to feel something in your stomach, regardless of just
Yeah.
water. So the same applies with alcohol. Like if you just grab the drink and you just shove it down and you drink it, it's going to affect you.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's important to have your tolerance.
Just enjoy. Just enjoy your drink. Pace yourself. Be like, hey,
And also, don't mix.
oh, please, guys. Okay, so you know the first point. You know how to. You need to know your tolerance. You need
Yes.
to know your alcohol. Okay, when you mix, everything goes to the. That's it. Everything out of the board. Because mixing, alcohol is multiplicity. So it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna get one beer and one shot. No, that's one beer times a shot. You know,
Yes.
it will. It doesn't add up. It multiplies up.
Yes.
So you
yeah.
will get really bad in a really bad position real fast when you start mixing.
And it throws you off, like it throws you off completely. And don't like, and the worst thing you can do is like even when you try to go like, I don't know, let's say you have a whiskey and you want to then go to wine. Like, those things like there's
Oh,
some
yeah.
contrast that is gonna
Yeah,
affect
for sure. Like for example, sometimes you can do like, well, you were drinking vodka and then the vodka goes out and then there's gin. Okay, there is somewhat of a conversation there. You can, I would say, you can sometimes get away with something like that.
Yeah.
Well, for sure. No, it's not like, oh, we're gonna start with wine, then you're gonna go with vodka, then finish up with tequila. Because what you're gonna finish up is in an ambulance next day.
Yes. And with that follow up that you can, if you can, not always happens, but you want to drink but also have food, like when you drink.
Oh yeah, yeah. Something to constantly start eating, constantly have something. A great rule for me, for myself, is every time I finish a drink, I finish a glass of water.
Yeah, that's
Because it kind of balances out. It helps me because it might take me sober longer. And when you wanna go to a party, you wanna enjoy yourself. You don't wanna just be the blackout friend that your other groups have to carry. No.